Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Sound Goblin Mondays, where Polka Mondays is being preempted for something a little more radical. I am, as always, your host, the Krampus. Oh. Yep, give me a second here. Yeah, unfortunately I don't get access to volume controls until we actually try and start a game. So I've turned it down to half of what it was. Let me know if that's any better. Alright. Emergency thing, give me a second. We're going to get to the point where I can change the volume, and then we're going to talk. Yep.
それなら選んでちょうだい。この2つの運命、どちらの枝葉をたぐるのか。あなたの前にあるのは、現実世界と電脳世界が交わることがある物語の記録よ。時を同じくして起きたこの物語を、それに巻き込まれた2人の人間の視点を通して、あなたは見ることができる。お互いに立場も違えば、物語の中で果たした役割も全く違う。
It's always something with Sound Goblin Gaming.
どちらの視点でこの物語をたぐるのか。さあ、選んでちょうだい。
Alright, try it now.
Trying now?
Okay, there we go. Huh.
Yeah.
Alright. So now we can hear ourselves think and the soundtrack's not rocking out.
No, the game's volume is way above ours right now.
I know. I know. Okay. And that's on Twitch or that's on the Discord?
Both, but I adjusted the Discord volume.
Discord doesn't... Yeah, we can fix Discord. I mean, on... Yeah.
Once you get through this, and actually the game takes you to the main game menu, and you can select sound there. There you go. This game is extremely loud. Point where even when not playing it for stream, I have it usually set to like 20%.
Yeah. Huh. Okay, so thank you for sitting through the ear blasting that is this game and not giving you options at the beginning. I am the Krampus.
I am a dog with guns for hands and a pair of blue jeans, Bograt.
Do you know how that little that narrows it down?
I'm straight enough also a dog with guns for hands and blue jeans, but different.
A different dog with guns for hands and blue jeans.
Indeed.
I'm dead before reaching 4th form, Hunter Green.
And I am one of those several voices that are way quieter than Krampus.
Something. Again, that's on Discord or that's on Twitch?
That's on Twitch.
Okay.
That's on Twitch. We're not going to talk about sound issues that aren't on Twitch.
Alright. Cranked you up another 20%.
Yeah, that seemed to fix it.
Alright. Good to know that I need to redline Discord audio. Alright. We're good. We're good. Mic capture's good. Game audio is good now that I've knocked everything.
Let me... just a second. Okay, turn us down a bit.
Okay, how's that?
Let me do a sound check. Okay, that's probably fine.
Alright. Excellent. So, tonight we begin something slightly different for Mon Mondays. Whereas most of the group are familiar with Pokemon and all the various permutations thereof, Bograt and I are both big Digimon fanatics, which is bittersweet because we don't get nearly as many games, and the quality of those games tends to be a bit of a roller coaster. But tonight, we are playing one of the best Digimon games that's out there, in my opinion. Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth.
Cyber Sleuth.
There we go.
Yeah. At the very least, it is easily the best game we've gotten in the modern era.
Yeah. And so we are just going to get started, and as things come up, we will do some explanations. Alright.
I will be learning. I say that, and I probably won't.
And I don't have to worry about looking up anything, because it's not important.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be playing, and Bograt will be doing nav duty.
Yep.
Exactly.
And honestly, we've got probably a solid 20 to 30 minutes before I have to say shit all about Digimon.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
There is a hell of a plot to this game.
Well, I don't know. You could technically, like, give the overview of all things Digimon if you really want to.
It will be easier to explain when there are actually Digimon around to talk about.
Yeah. The other problem is that we can't really go into, like, backstories and stuff, because every season of Digimon's basically its own thing.
Yeah.
Barring a couple of them.
Yeah, there is not really a quote-unquote persistent Digimon world for the most part. There are, like, 3 seasons of the anime that all have the same world, but then, like, literally those are a cartoon in one of the other worlds for the anime. Pretty much all the games are their own unique worlds. Like, it's all a thing. This game in and of itself is its own unique world, essentially. There are some commonalities to the background of all of them, which again we'll get into. A little bit easier to talk about when there are actually Digimon on the screen to sort of explain some things about. But yeah, there are some commonalities that are sort of common themes throughout them. But even then, there's most details other than the fact of, like, Digimon are both living creatures and also data is pretty much the only thing that is always going to be the case.
One other quick question. Are you playing this with mouse and keyboard or with a controller?
Controller.
Okay. Your cursor is showing up on stream, so you might want to move it.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's just a feature. We're in the cyber world.
I'm not gonna lie, I actually thought it was something in-game.
No.
No, that's just my cursor.
Yeah.
So one of the core conceits of this game is, what if the metaverse didn't suck ballsack?
I don't know, I'm looking at this and still going, it could be better.
Well, this is not the metaverse. This is a weird chat room overlay thing.
Yeah, he like logged into what I'm assuming was a bulletin board system.
Basically.
Yeah.
Which has
was actually
its own,
the
like, unique aesthetic thing.
Which was actually the question I was going to ask is, does Japan still call chat rooms and stuff like that BBSs in this day and age?
No, BB in this instance is actually Blue Box over there. This is Blue Box's chat room.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the name of the app. Okay, that makes more sense.
I love Dark Knight Satan just hanging here in the corner.
No, the app, if I remember correctly, is called Eden.
Ah. I thought Eden was the overall, like, meta app? Like the app which contained the OS, more or less?
No, Eden is the virtual reality worldscape, essentially.
Oh, Oh no, we've been data drained.
And so the chatting continued.
I apologize. I will be making a shit ton of dot hack references. Because that is the closest I know of anything to Digimon.
I think we can just go with the defaults here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least you should rename the character Goggles.
You know,
I mean, having a named character in our stream not named Goblin seems like an oddity.
We could do Goblin, but it is important to note the one other commonality pretty much across all Digimon is protagonists have goggles.
it's just been kind of an aesthetic thing.
Now, how they wear those goggles varies wildly, but
Will they ever wear them over their eyes?
yes, several of them have. And it's just notable that, like, for instance, the female protagonist in this game, if you choose that character design, literally uses them as like a hair tie.
ようこそ電脳空間の楽園エデンへ。
As goggles were
メタバー
intended.
スにおいて革新的なサービスの数々を提供する新世代型デジタルコンテンツです。ショッピングから映画などの各種エンターテインメント、企業間の商取引か
Why
ら
are we watching
行政
Summer
機
Wars?
関の手続きまで、皆様のニーズにお応えし、皆様の生活の一部とな
So
る
funny
サービ
thing
スを
about
I am 100% aware.
従来のネット
That is,
画面上で
if there were a camera on me, there would be the massive shitting grin.
Yeah, so for any of our non-audience that may not be aware, there's a really cool anime called Summer Wars. Summer Wars is directed and made by a guy who had previously done a Digimon movie, and basically wanted to do Summer Wars, but couldn't quite go that hardcore in a Digimon film. So he just kind of redid it with the Digimon shit filed off.
Was a real fun movie.
Yeah, no, Summer
some
Wars
point
is
I-
great.
At some point, I do need to see the actual Digimon one. It's effectively the remake of.
It's the R-rated director's cut.
Yeah, okay, that's the way to put it. Yeah, because I was gonna go rip off, same director. Okay, not really rip off. And it's not homage. But yeah, the R-rated director's cut. That works.
Yes, so this is the actual metaverse.
People choose to look like this. I feel
Yeah.
sorry for them.
Most people's avatars are literally just themselves.
Like that guy in the business suit. I hope he's doing like this as part of work. Because if he's doing this after he gets home, dude, change out of the suit.
One of the things they covered in that opening as they were flying through the metaverse was that, yes, everything is on here now. Politics, businesses, administration, stuff like that.
And very sketchy looking dudes in sleeveless hoodies.
I have no
That's a
idea what you're
hacker.
talking about. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping that was just a design choice and that he actually was just a normal person. But he's gonna be sketchy, huh? Okay, yeah, creepy hacker.
It's not sketchy, he's creepy.
There are a couple times where somebody has a design like that intentionally as a throw off, and they are not hackers. But 99% of the people you see in the game that have that is just the generic hacker appearance.
Are you saying there's a ghost in the machine? That's a completely different series.
No, it's this one too.
It's a decent chunk of cyberpunk style things as well.
Yeah, now that you mention it, yeah, it is.
Demon.
Look, guy, I know Japan's a pretty insular country, but that doesn't mean that there's no white people in it. There's not that much of a rarity.
Also, we're noting in this instance when they're talking about a ghost in the machine, they don't mean in the sort of like metaphorical term sense. They mean literally there's a ghost going around.
Oh, so it's like the
Just
movie
a
Ghost
guy with
Machine.
a bed sheet over his head.
No, there's a Digimon with a bedsheet over his head. That's different.
Isn't that a yokai?
That's Is that an actual Digimon?
Yes.
Yes.
It's easy to tell it's a Digimon. You can see his genes.
There is in fact a Digimon that is basically just like a sheet ghost with goblin hands coming out from under it.
Amazing.
So, like, the thing about Digimon design is, whereas Pokemon at a certain point got kind of lazy and was like, fuck it, let's just stick googly eyes on an ice cream cone, Digimon has always just been fucking whatever.
You mean since Gen 1? Here, we took
Yeah.
a Pokeball and put eyes on it.
This is just a rat.
Yeah. Like,
This is just a seal that we literally called Seal.
But we spelled it different, so it counts.
one of the interesting things about Digimon is Digimon from the very get-go had several different designers all attached to the project, and they all had extremely different design philosophies about what Digimon should look like.
Phenomenal.
So, you know, you would end up with things like, oh, I just want to make a bunch of fucking dinosaurs, because dinosaurs are cool. And then you would end up with, well, let's see, how many guns can I fit on this model?
I don't believe any choice in the game actually affects your...
No, it does not. The only ones that have any effect are during some of the quests where it's like the actual, like, quiz question stuff.
Yeah.
No dialogue choices actually mean anything. They're just for your own edification and deciding your character's personality, basically.
Alright, all I need to do is go to the Super Sketchy Hackers area. Wait, I've never been to the Super Sketchy Hackers area. This could be a problem.
I'm just gonna ask random people how to get to the super sketchy hacker area.
That's exactly what we're going to do. So we got a keyword. Very often we will get a keyword. And, basically, if you ask the right people about keywords, you get to progress the story. Congratulations. How is this different from a regular JRPG? Don't ask questions.
It's different from a regular JRPG in that the right people to ask have a big lock over their head.
Yes.
There are also, like, some people that have that lock that aren't the correct people to ask, but it does limit the number of people you have to actually talk to progress things.
Yeah. So we actually had to talk to this guy, but that's because he knows about the hacker-looking thug near the entrance. He tells us to better our life. Go home and be a family man.
You may also notice that we are picking up these medals. They will become relevant later.
Medals are very important. It's how you unlock stuff out of your war bond and become a better. Oh wait, wrong game.
No, in this instance, it's how you play the gotcha machine.
Ew.
So it is worth noting that while this is the very obvious one, if you caught it just a little bit there, off to the right on the second level, there is another person we can talk to with the keyword, and all they say is like, I have no idea what the hell you're talking about, go away. The introduction of the mechanic of not everybody that actually has the lock is going to give you any relevant information.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a net address. Excellent. Now we can go there. Mega Man, check. Wait, wrong game.
This does borrow a lot of aesthetic from Mega Man.
I mean, yes, but when you think about it, the very base premise of that is just the internet.
Yeah, basically.
Also, was not expecting to be able to make a reference to something like that, but man, that just worked so perfectly.
Suddenly, anime.
Where's the McDonald's? I need to get some of those chicken nuggets.
Probably in the real world.
And then he suddenly realizes he can't fly and just falls.
もう遅い遅い遅い
I'm assuming there is no dub?
No, there's no language
No.
option.
Okay.
God, these games are not popular enough for them to afford an English voice cast.
Fair. If anything, sometimes I see games like this where they probably shouldn't have paid for it.
You may have thought we were choosing our internet handle. Nope.
Nope.
Oh, we're using our fake names, huh?
Didn't you get that reversed? No, I didn't.
My parents have issues.
Oh, she tricked us.
遅いよ何してたのよこんな危ない場所で一人っきりで待たされる身にもなったよねブルーボックスはまだ来てないのかって来てますよ来てますが何か信じられますあいつさ俺ちょい幽霊探してくるわとか言って一人でどっか行っちゃったんだよあいつそういうとこあんだよね自己中的なイケメンだからって調子乗っちゃってるみたいな大体何白い少年の幽霊噂になってるだかなんだか知りませんけど見つけてどうすんすかっていうか電脳空間で幽霊なんて非科学的だし意味わかんないし
Spooky ghosts.
恨めしや
ジョアシュワ
ビビりすぎだっての
なんだ新たじゃんただの新たじゃん幽霊かと思った
ったくチキンのくせに生きがってこんなとこまでのこのこ来てんじゃねえよ
そのこんなとこに置き去りにしたのはどこの新たよあんたの血は何味だ
ああうっせうっせ
Boy, I hope you like these characters, because these two, along with one other we'll meet in a little while, are the primary players in the plot of this game.
初めてだよなこっちで会うの
Okay, but how much time are we actually going to spend engaging with the primary plot of this game?
A lot.
A substantial amount, actually. The side quests don't amount to much.
Yeah, this is an actual JRPG.
もう分かっちゃってると思うけどこれがブルーボックスの中の人だよなんかイメージ違くないあっちだといい感じに面倒見
I mean, so is Final Fantasy 15, but I'm pretty sure that game is 2/3 side quest.
Okay, that's a special exception, because that was somebody trying to spend 15 years making a single goddamn game.
Fair.
Now trying to make a trilogy.
放置で頼むわ
I think got turned into a single game after they took it away from it.
オタクを待っている間にこの辺りを探ってみた
A trilogy that was turned into a single game that was originally part of a different game series that got its own trilogy, despite the fact that the two second parts of that game trilogy were not originally designed for that first
どっ
game.
ちも見つからなかったぜそれどころか一っ子一人ね
Rare needs a little bit more of a handle on some of their people.
危険エリアでもハッカーの一人や二人は
Let Murray do whatever he wants with Kingdom Hearts spends money. Except when he hasn't released a Kingdom Hearts in a while. It should take away 15 from him.
I was going to say. It's like they let him do whatever he wants as long as that whatever he wants is Kingdom Hearts.
何これ
ハッキングだ俺たち全員ハッキングされている
Who could have imagined such a thing would happen when we came to this dangerous hacker area?
A new program has been installed. Digimon Capture.
俺のゴールを簡単に突破
Thank
し
you,
やがる
Digivoice.
They just gave us Pokemon Go.
So I don't remember if it's ever actually explicitly called out in this game, but the whole like Digivice thing. So everybody has, very similar to Mega Man Battle Network, a device that allows them to interface with Eden. It is their Digivice. Most characters do actually have it visible somewhere on them, but everyone's Digivice is like a unique design. The main characters is actually the goggles.
Oh,
ふーん特定のデータデジタルモンスターをスキャンしてキャプチャーするとやっぱデジモンってデジタルモンスターの略らしい
Amazing detective work, Arata.
it's in the goddamn opening song,
デジモンってハッカーが使うヤバいプログラムなんだよね
which, despite having never really watched any of it, somehow the other day that song got stuck in my head.
そう言えなくもないかもなまいいじゃん別にハッカーなんざ今時珍しくもねえし
And then they got arrested.
It's okay, you think that song's a wild trip. Have you ever looked up the soundtrack for the US release of the first Digimon movie?
Oh boy. You like Smash Mouth.
Not particularly.
Bare naked ladies and
Well, they're good.
it's an interesting soundtrack for an anime film.
無理に削除すると何が起こるかわ
I
かん
mean,
ない
you say that, but I also remember some of these song choices they picked for the Dragon Ball Z movies, past the third one.
逃がすかよ
あらたなんで追いかけるの私帰るからもう帰るからね
Oh no, they've erected a firewall.
さっきまでなかったじゃんどうしてこんなのが
I can't believe they've done this.
Is Fireman here?
ハッカーの仕業
If I remember correctly, for Nokia, I think her like rings and bracelets are her Digivice.
返さないつもりなの
They're pretty standout, so I can see that.
I genuinely do not remember what the hell Arata's is supposed to be.
I was gonna ask if they were the giant pins that are on his outfit.
No, pins are just pins.
Looking at the pin she's wearing, I'm wondering if she's part of the game.
Alright. Now we're
Press
actually
buttons, they
in
do things.
game. We can go to the menu.
Yeah, you can see here, we don't have any Digimon yet, so that thing's blacked out, but we got a whole bunch of other menu options we can see. And the area we're in now, this is called Kowloon. This is sort of a general purpose primary dungeon for the game. We spend a lot of time here in Kowloon, kind of in between missions.
Yeah.
So it's the Tartarus, more or less?
Similar, yeah. It's a very good comparison because there are also specific dungeons we will run into sort of with each chapter for the main plot of the game. And there are also like little sort of mini areas as well when we get side quests. Sometimes we'll be able to essentially jack into just about anything. Very, again, similar to Mega Man Battle Network. It'll be like, you know, air conditioning units and restaurant menu screens and all kinds of shit, which all have sort of little mini dungeons inside them.
Also, as an aside, Kowloon is an interesting name for them to use.
As I recall, isn't that like a huge, super dense, like all-in-one city that fell into disrepair?
Well, that's the Kowloon
what
Wall
did-
City, which is in Kowloon, which is a part of Hong Kong, basically.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Or was a part of Hong Kong, but
Yeah,
that's
it-
generally what people think of when they hear Kowloon, yeah.
Yep.
Yes, this is named Kowloon explicitly in reference to the walled city. It is actually like named that very intentionally in this world, in the sense that this is basically just sort of a digital hodgepodge area that's been sort of left in disrepair by the Eden administration, and hackers have kind of taken over it and just kind of do whatever they want here and build their own stuff.
It's a net slum.
Basically.
Yeah. Oh no, spooky child is written on us.
It's okay, we'll eventually lose the armor we're wearing, and after doing a stealth part, we will get an upgraded suit, and we'll find out that that is the plasma beam.
Ghastly boy.
If this had words to it, I would think this is a Persona theme.
This is actually the composer who did the Danganronpa music.
Yep.
Huh.
So another thing I will say is, because I've played through this game thoroughly, I have a mod when I play that allows me to actually like fast skip through dialogue and also speeds up cutscenes. However, there's a very funny side effect of this mod in that because it's a lot of these cutscenes are rendered in engine. Things like characters walking, the animations are sped up, but they still have to reach a certain point. So, like, for instance, that scene there, when this guy kind of walked up and then stopped and stood still, with the speed up animations for the cutscenes, he walks much faster and stops walking at a certain point, but still has a fair amount of ground to cover to get where he needs to be, so he just kind of slides along the ground. This happens in
funny.
most cutscenes in the game.
ここには様々な目的を持ったハッカーがいる。セキュリティホールを見つけて報告する義賊的なもの。他人の財産や個人情報を狙い、アカウントを強奪する。
I came here because I was promised a gift.
本当に色々だ。
To get there.
君はどんなハッカーになりたい？その様子だとひな鳥どころかまだ卵から帰ってもいないようだ。ハッカーを目指すか他の何者かになるかそれは君の自由さ。
You know, we did have a gold opportunity to name our character Doom.
Our character what?
Doom.
God damn it.
君はハッカーに興味を抱いて
Nobody on the blogosphere knows us.
その結果デジモンキャプチャーを手にした。そうだろ？だったら試してみるといい。デジモンと呼ばれるプログラムの驚くべき力を。
So here's where we get to sort of the unique take of this particular world. Digimon being quote-unquote hacker programs is a thing of like this game. It's not really a standard thing.
記念すべき1体目のデジモンを申請しよう。
Like in other settings, there are definitely hackers that use Digimon, but they're not just like generally approached as like, oh yeah, they're a thing that hackers use.
Oh, is it time to pick our starter?
It is, in fact, time to pick our starter. There is an objectively correct choice in this.
Well, I know one I don't want.
There are 3 different types of Digimon here, but you can only take one. So, we must of course make our choice based on 2 factors. Which ones get blue jeans and which ones get guns. Bonus points for ones that turn into a dog. And there is only one choice that fits all 3 of those criteria. And
I'm
that is
assuming it's the
Terrier.
animal type.
Yeah, it's the.
Yeah, I was discussing this with Krampus earlier today. Terriermon is in fact the objectively correct choice, even though if you want power fastest, you actually take the weird gear motherfucker up there.
Yeah.
He has the shortest path to a busted as hell Digimon, but also he's boring. So,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Also, doesn't this game break fairly quickly?
if you know what you're doing, yes. If you're not really terribly familiar with Digimon, it's not as easy to break this game. But now that we actually have some Digimon on screen, we can talk a little bit about that. So, unlike Pokemon, wherein every Pokemon just sort of has their evolution line, and with the rare exception of like regional variants and whatnot, a given Pokemon, if it evolves, will always evolve into the same thing. Digimon don't quite work that way. There are full lines of Digivolution and De-Digivolution, which is a thing in this game, and in pretty much all Digimon games. And generally speaking, any given Digimon can turn into anywhere from 3 to 6 different things based on stat availability. Sometimes there are special items to unlock certain Digivolutions, things of that nature. Additionally, these are not static between games. There are a few that are like always going to be common. There are certain Digimon that will always have like 1 or 2 specific Digimon in their Digivolution line. But in general, Terriermon, who we just chose here, will have a different Digivolution track in this game than they would in, say, Digimon World 3 or Digimon World Next Order or any other of the Digimon games that actually has straight Digivolution. There will be a couple things that will be common. Terriermon will always, at some point, have the ability to turn into Gargamon, but other than that, like, what 3 to 5 other ones it can turn into will be different depending on what game you're playing. To the point where in one of the, I think it was just straight up Digimon World DS, the whole like same line that gets you Terriermon and Gargamon and all that eventually turns into just a big fucking ostrich
Huh.
called Rapidmon, which I don't even think is in this game.
Our starter ran away.
The starter did in fact run away.
デジモンならいくらでもいる。すぐに代わりを見つけよう。少し待っていてくれ。しかし驚いたよ。このエリアにあんな強力なデジモンが出現するとはね。程度の低いハッカーが悪ふざけで話した。
In its defense, it was being chased by the larval form of fucking Armageddon.
Yeah. That Digimon showing up, if you've ever watched the movies, is a bad sign.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
追いかけるあの強力なデジモンが欲しいのかいやあれはまだ君の手には負えないやめておけ
I'm a rich kid. I have a master ball.
なんだって君は追われたデジモンを気にしているのか物好きだなだがそれこそ放っておくべきだ
You're a curious one. You're likely to do something stupid. I don't want you to do that.
Unfortunately, we are wearing goggles in a Digimon game, which means it's time for some incredibly stupid things. Heroically stupid, but stupid.
Ah, heroic stupidity.
君がそう決めたなら好きにするといい。後を追うなりなんなりね。
Go ahead and get killed, loser.
Alright.
Well, I didn't exactly bring a gun.
It's okay, he did.
いや、ただのお人よしか。奇遇だな。僕もそれなりに物好きで、お人よしなんだ。特別に力を貸そう。まあ、君は何もしなくても構わない。ただ見ていればいい。
誇り高きハッカーの力をね。
Well, okay then.
It's Machine Digimon.
どうや
Remember how I said earlier, if you want really fast path to power, you pick the cog? Machine Digimon over there is like 2 Digivolution steps away from that cog Digimon. And natural stat growth will get you there. You don't actually have to do any Digivolution and De-Digivolution to boost stats. A thing we will explain a bit more later when we actually can look at like Digivolution.
準備はいいか
So this is our basic battle screen here.
Yep, timeline on the right.
Battle abilities.
Buttons do things.
This game also has a system for having like allies on the field as well as enemies, which is, you know, relayed on the timeline as well by green borders. This is pretty common in the majority of storyline fights. We will have at least an ally with us for most of the actual like boss fights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They will not be as grossly overpowered as Machine Digimon most of the time. Also, as you saw there, enemies will sometimes attack allies. This does nothing. They don't actually have HP or anything. They can't be killed.
Yeah, they're essentially just a free hit.
Nice.
I helped!
And we got the last hit.
Yep, got the kill.
Now, the other thing you'll notice
Does it matter whether you get the kill or not?
No, last hit does not matter. So you may also have noticed that at the beginning of the fight, we got 15% of something. To elaborate on, or to simplify something we'll elaborate on later. That is how we get new Digimon, by fighting them enough times to fill that meter up.
Yeah, every time you encounter a Digimon, you scan it, you get a little bit of its data. Once you're at 100%, you can create that Digimon. However, you can go all the way to 200% to create it with essentially boosted stats.
Can you just run from it and still get the boat boost?
The scan data, yes.
卵は帰った。この先は君次第だよ。それじゃあ、僕はそろそろ消えるとしよう。
If you're at the point where you're farming a particular Digimon in mass for its scan data, or a particular area for the scan data of its Digimon, you're usually in a position where you can just like one-shot or two-shot the entire board at once.
There is an auto battle system in this game which goes extremely quick and is in fact faster than running.
Yeah.
彼なら先のエリアへ向かった。そこはかつてエデンのエントランスだった古いエリアだ。創世紀の遺物、忘れ去られた過去の残滓さ。
It used to be where you entered the internet before they put in the Starbucks up there.
も残されたままだ。今はプロテクトでロックされていて使用できないが、あの程度のロック、ハッカーであればどうということはない。そうだな。ここから帰りたくなったら、そのログアウトゾーンを使うといい。目つきの悪い彼なら問題なく解除できる。
It's all your fault.
彼の腕が落ちている。
Everything that happens from here is all on your head, shithead.
なぜ驚く？まさか彼から何も聞かされていないのか？なら僕から言うべきことはない。本人に直接聞いてくれ。
But Terriermon's just smiling and nodding along. He's not following any of this, but he's just happy to be here.
まだ名乗っていなかったな。僕はユーゴ、 チームザクソンのユーゴだ。
And I'm Aida from Team Galaga.
君が誇り高きハッカーを目指すのであれば、我らザクソンを訪れるといい。扉は
Do they have a counterpart team in this one with equally stupid plans?
No. I do want you to keep in mind, though, as we progress through this game, that Yugo just said if you want to be a top tier hacker, you should seek out Team Zaxxon.
What if I want to be a bottom tier hacker?
What if I want
And
to be
in
a Switch tier
actuality,
hacker?
in actuality, if you want to be a bottom tier hacker, you should probably seek out Team Zaxxon.
As Digimon can know 20 different skills, and they inherit skills from the previous class.
Ah.
Yeah, they're not going to let us roam, unfortunately.
Not yet. We will have plenty of time to go everywhere we could ever possibly want in Kowloon.
どうして二人とも戻ってこないの？ひょっとしてハッカーに。ちょっと待って。
Mascots.
Okay, and these two little dumb fucks are extremely important.
Of course they are.
So in much the same way that in, like, Pokemon, there's, you know, a bajillion of any given Pokemon. There are, you know, there's 150 million Pidgeys or whatever.
Yeah.
Digimon, there's also, you know, multiple copies of the given Digimon. However, it is important to note that these are not just an Agumon and a Gabumon. These are the Agumon and the Gabumon. This will become relevant much later.
A lizard and a different lizard wearing a wolf pelt.
変じゃないもん。君こそ変な名前だ。
Yeah, you're such an ended mon.
変じゃないもん。
あれ？
どうしたのかな？私のお顔が激キャワすぎてフリーズしちゃった？
なんだか懐かしい匂いがす
私？
それに安心する匂いだ。
なんか照れちゃうな。ごめんね。私のエロカワフェロモンが仕事しまくってるみたい
Nokia's a
で。
lot.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Nokia also gets the pocket nuke of the Digimon universe.
また怖い人？追いかけ回されるのはゴリゴリだ。
ちょっと落ち着いて。この子友達だから。行っちゃった。何だったんだろう、あの可愛い物体 X は。っていうか、あれ？君が連れてるその子がデジモン？
Right side, they're cute. Downside, you'll land you on an FBI watch list.
けど、そのデジモンもあの子たちも悪そう
Depends
な
on
プロ
which
グラム
series.
には見えないよね。
After the events of Season 1, they'll land you on the JSDF hit
と一緒
list.
にいられるならいい
Invading Japan will do that to you.
凶暴な野良デジモンもいた？何それ、超怖いじゃん。奥のエリアにあなたがいるのよね。君についてくから、早く合流しよう。
Alright. Now we have Nokia with us.
And she'll never break.
いざ勝負。
And now we get into random battles. This is when they tell you about scan data.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Yep. Oh god, we're on fire.
I was expecting cute digital things, not war crimes.
Skills, I remember, so we got
And now I think you can wander a little bit, get those chests.
Yeah, get those chests. Chests, any metals we see laying around.
I assume the camera's fixed.
Camera is fixed.
Yeah.
Trust me, on reflex, I've been slamming the right stick all sorts of different directions, but... Gate. HP capsules.
無理しちゃダメだよ。
The encounter rate does get slightly ridiculous in this game.
I mean, it gives you tools to mitigate it.
It does.
Why would you program things with napalm? And why is it so ineffective?
Completed the scan on Koromon.
Hooray, we can make a blob.
I'm gonna be real with you. A lot of early Digimon is just making blobs.
Oh, I know.
Making blobs out of nothing at all.
なんだか不思議な感じだな。子供の頃にこんなことがあった気がするんだよね。君と新とも会ったことがあるような。
Alright,
At the
I'm back.
orphanage.
Oh no, not another orphanage.
It wouldn't be a JRPG if Amnesia wasn't involved.
そういう意味じゃなくて、あれ？でもそうかも。なんか変。君も見た？またハッキング？もう本当なんなの？行こう。この先にあなたがいるんだよね。
I'm floating.
なんだよ今の映像。子供？気味悪い。ちくしょう、なんだってんだよ。すげえ嫌な気分だ。
ああ、いたいた。ちょっともう一人で勝手に行くとか、どんだけ自己中かませばよかですか。
So yeah, about that dot hack.
I was gonna say, oh shit, Kubia showing up.
It's time for an evil squid,
That is absolutely a dot hack boss.
a menacing mollusk,
何これ。
なんだありゃ。あれもデジモン？まさか噂で聞いたエデンの黒い怪物か？データを食い漁ってるとかいう。お前らこっちへ走れ。なんだかわかんねえが相当ヤバそうだ。こいつのロックを解除する。ログアウトしてとっとと逃げるぞ。おい走れっつってんだろ。グズグズしてんじゃねえ。おい
君たち。僕たちがノキアを守る。
逃げてノキア。やるしかない。
It's time to fight this thing.
Well then.
It's time to fight this thing.
Okay, this is pretty much exactly how the first fight with Skaith goes.
Baby flame.
Ineffectual slapping.
Ow. Oh no, it's a cutscene.
どうしよう、強すぎるよ。
僕、なんでこんなに弱いんだ。ノキア
You know what to say, if you die in a cutscene, you die for real.
を守りたいのに。
よし、ロックを解除した。ログアウトできるぞ。おいノキア早く。
Speaking of,
あの子たちがまだ。
almost just 2 days away from that.
なんだよ。
Speaking of dying in a cutscene.
あいつらはどうにでもなるんだ。
I don't get the reference.
The most well-known video game death.
Oh, right. Okay, Rebirth.
ノキアはログアウトした。俺も続く。お前も急げ。
I haven't even played through the first remake.
I'm pretty sure that tentacle is not consentical.
Warning.
That's not normal.
ちょっとあれやばくない？
なんだよあいつ、気味悪い。
こら、天下の行動のど真ん中で何騒いでんだ。まとめて逮捕すんぞ。あ
ああ、不敬さん、こっちに。
誰が不敬さんだ、誰が。刑事さんだ、刑事さん。見た目だけで物事判断してんじゃねえ。逮捕すんぞ。
Hey, cab.
なんだありゃ。どうなってんだ。キモいから逮捕。そこ逮捕。
And then that detective was killed.
面白い姿をしているな、君は。実に興味深い。乗りたまえ。厄介なことになる前に。おい、待て、そこの車。止まらねえと逮捕するぞ。こら
boy fine.
人よりは奇妙な現象に慣れている方なんだが、こんな現象は初めて見たよ。私の声は聞き取れているかな。話はできるかい？
Well, no, but it always came out as text boxes, so as a text box, so it's not really any different.
Just carrying around a whiteboard all the time.
I mean, signs worked for Genma.
聞きたいことがあるなら何でも答えよう。私の知り
What's happened to my body?
君の体は極めてデジタルな状態にあるように見える。まるで電脳空間からアバターのまま現実世界に飛び出した。
I have several questions.
もしも本当にそうだとしたら
He was gonna say, okay, how is this bullshit happening?
ここは新宿だ。仕事で探し物をしていてね、偶然通りかかって君を見つけたのさ。自分で言うのもなんだが、あらましは嘘のような誠だ。今は中野にある私の事務所へ向かっている。そこで詳しい事情を聞かせてもらおう。いや、周囲に君以外の人物はいなかったはずだ。ひょっとすると君の友達も君と同じような姿をしているのかな。そうか。友達のことは気にするなとは言えないが、まずは自分自身のことを最優先に考えたまえ。私が誰か？そうか。自己紹介がまだだったな。最初に名乗るべきだったが、君の存在があまりにも興味深くてね。
That's fair.
私はクレミ京子。しがない探偵さ。
Another detective.
She's a private detective as opposed to a police detective.
I figured as much.
That's cute. We got the achievement for doing chapter 1, or forgetting chapter 1. And the achievement description is, "Hey, it's me, Mr. Navitt. Are you having fun yet?"
なるほど。
Clever.
経緯は把握した。君が電脳空間からログアウトして出現したという新宿のあの場所は、エデンへログインした場所と同じか、あるいはその付近なのかな。では今こうして私と会話している君とはまた別の体がどこかに存在するわけだ。肉体から精神データが分離してしまい、 個別の存在として現実世界に現れた。それとも何らかの理由で新宿に移動した肉体が壊れたデータの怪人のような姿に変化した。いずれにしろ奇妙奇天烈な話ではあるが、目の前にまさしく摩訶不思議な姿をした君がいる。現段階では状況証拠による単純な推理しかできない。
I feel like this is what happens if Land achieves 100% synchronization with his brother for too long.
まずは君がエデンにログインした場所の現状を確認するのが定石だろう。君はどこでログインしたんだ？君は今どこにいる？
No, I think that just means they become buddies.
You say internet stuff entering into the real world? Wasn't that what was happening in that like severe radiation zone?
そして君が腰掛けているのは依頼人用のソファー。何？依頼報酬の件ならば心配しなくていい。君の存在はすでに何よりの報酬なのだよ。大船に、そうだな、メアリー・セレスト号あたりに乗り込んだつもりでいなさい。さて、話を戻すとしよう。君がどこでログインしたかだが、それよりも何よりも前に君の姿をどうにかしなければいけないな。
Put a sheet over me, I'll be another ghost.
まともに外を歩くこともできまい。それにとても不安定な状態に思える。じっくりと観察して確信したが、君はまさにデータの塊。
Obviously, we need a green cape, a metal mask, plate mail armor, and boots.
No, we
No.
just need paint. Lots of paint.
We are not Doom.
現実世界の物理法則に従っている。
Of course, we're not Doom. We're not dressed like him yet.
つまりリアル特性を持ったデジタル体、反電脳体と名付けるとしよう。君の体がデータで構成されているならば、見た目をどうにかすること自体はさほど難しくないだろう。敵も君は基本的にはエデン内で使用されているアバターと構造を同じくしているはず。クーロンの放置データの中にアバターパーツのデータが見つかれば上々なわけだが、問題はその状態でログインできるかどうかだな。
I mean, I'm not sure I would want to log in after this happened to
な
me.
んだ？テレビがどうかしたか？
こっちよ。飛びなさい。
It's time! Digimon EXE
Acting in.
transmit! Okay, well, welcome to a series of tubes.
God damn it.
Honestly, he beat me to it.
We now have definitive proof it is not a dump truck.
Okay, so this is the digital network. We will various times go to here for like fast travel between places. You can also get into fights here.
Apparently, there's still random encounters.
Yes, there are still random encounters here. And digital versions of places have different encounters usually than physical ones do.
Yeah, like, basically how it works is each of the center, like, circle areas is a stop point. You can... Like, you won't get into fights on the little pathways between. They would only happen when you get to those little circles.
Yeah.
Also, these are all semi-unique paths, and later we'll be able to basically farm them for free to get data.
Yeah.
All right, I've got a question.
Uh-huh.
Do your health and SP regen after every battle?
No, they regen after every level up.
Oh, okay.
We're having to slam HP capsules back in the introductory level.
Galoon, yeah.
Splash attack.
There are passive skills that some Digimon have that will restore HP or SP, but other than that, no, it's not a normal thing for them to refill.
We're such a low level that he's just going to gain levels fairly
exactly.
quickly from fights.
And
Generally speaking, yeah.
And the travel between places is so short, because we're getting story cutscenes every so often, that most of the time when we get back into a fighting area, we'll be healed up via story convenience. Alright. We've miraculously found a way into the digital world, so now we're immediately going to head out. And I guess listen to a strange, spooky voice, because that worked so well for us the first time. Excellent. I was wondering how long it would take us to get here. I remembered it wasn't terribly long, but...
私の声が届いたようね。ようこそデジラボへ。ここはデジタルワールドとかすかに交わるデジモンたちの楽園。私は三神楽ミレイ。あなた
Is this our Chow
こ
Garden?
の楽園を開放してあげる。
Basically, it's our Chow Garden slash Velvet Room.
Ah.
デジタルモンスターラボラトリ。タルラボでもモントリーでも略し方は自由だけれど、私はデジラボをおすすめしているわ。知らないなら知らないで特に問題ないわ。
Look, digital world as you know it from the property exists. We're not going to talk about it. Let's just roll with it.
時が来ればおのずと知る
Digimon.
こと
Look at the cute Digimon waves Terriermon in your face. Oh, you know I can't stay curious around you, Terriermon.
それは少し違うわ。あなたが私を呼んだ。あなたはデジモンと深く交わり始めている。その運命の交差に私は引き寄せられ、あなたを見つけた。つまり私はあなたに呼ばれたのよ。話はこれくらいにしましょう。まずはここがどういう場所か自分の目で確かめてみて。
Okay, so there's a bunch of things here. We'll go over them ourselves. We don't need to read that. So, first off, there's full recovery here. And then next we have the Digifarm. The Digi Farm is where we put Digimon to train. It's your... Actually, Chow Garden's a pretty good apt metaphor for it.
Do a lot of different things in there. We'll get into it more when we actually have the Digi Farm. We don't technically have it yet.
Yeah. We can actually grab another Digimon right now. I don't know if we want to wait until we get 200 with...
Nah, Koromon. I would get him now. Anyways, it's the stat boost at baby level isn't really that important.
Yeah. When we start getting bigger Digimon, then we can start worrying about whether we need...
Okay, so now we can talk a little bit about Digimon stats. As you may see here, we have pretty standard RPG stats, HP and SP, which are your health and your basically magic points or skill points. Attack is your physical attack. Defense is your defense stat. Int is most non-physical damage skills are based off of int. Speed is speed. It's how fast you go. It is possible to be fast enough to get multiple turns in a row in turn order. Then below that, you have two very special stats. ABI, which is ability, and CAM, which is camaraderie. There's a friendship mechanic in this game. The more you have a Digimon in your party, in your active party, because you can have 3 active Digimon and some number sort of in reserve, that camaraderie will go up as you fight with them. You can also get camaraderie for feeding them certain foods while they're in the Digi Farm, and certain Digivolutions require a certain amount of camaraderie. ABI, on the other hand, is ability. ABI will never naturally increase. ABI only increases by digivolving and de-digivolving, and most significant digivolutions require some amount of ABI points to happen, so it is very common that you will digivolve and then to get to the next step have to de-digivolve in order to increase ABI.
Yeah. As an example, we can look at Digivolution stuff here. So if you look at Terriermon, Terriermon can evolve into 5 different things, depending on certain stats, and when we select them, you see what the requirements are for Digivolution. So long as they meet all the requirements, you can Digivolve them. Level usually does matter. They usually have some kind of requirement for level. And for any Digimon that's appeared in the anime, you can pretty much figure out what the line is just based on how they went in the anime, but everything else is kind of a toss-up. So he needs camaraderie and levels. He already meets the HP requirement.
I mean, we're going for the second one.
Oh yeah,
there,
we're going for
so.
the second one there, because that's Gargomon. Like I said, we're choosing this Digimon based on genes and guns.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah, that qualifies.
Yeah, we just need level 15.
Although the third one is also extremely funny to turn Terriermon into.
Yes, because that turns him into Gatomon.
It's a cat.
Yep.
Yes.
I kind of figured from that name.
Then I believe
Yes,
that's
but you know what that
Centaurmon-
cat evolves into?
Centaurmon, and that's Mega Gargomon. Which we are not getting for a long-ass time, because Digi-Eggs are endgame items. Oh, yeah.
I should go ahead and move the Digimon, because when you create a Digimon, it will default into just the Digibank. We want to put him in our party. You'll notice down at the bottom there, we have party memory. We have a limit to how many Digimon we can have in our party based on their memory use. Memory use goes up as they go up in rank. So Koromon, being a baby, only takes 3. Terriermon is what is called a rookie and takes 4. These rank names are also different between the Japanese and English versions. Most confusingly, there are 2 ranks which use the same names, Mega and Ultimate. However, these are reversed in order between Japan and the US.
Yes.
Amazing.
As an aside, do we ever go above 20, or is it always 20 for memory?
We will get items later on that can increase that capacity. So all these things with the stars on them, those are things you can put in the farms to increase various things. Different Digimon have different attributes. all the different symbols increase experience for those particular attributes. There are also other things you can do. The farms can be used to like create items and also to find side quests, and there are items that assist with doing that.
Yeah. That's all stuff we're not going to have access to for a while, if for no other reason than for raw money.
Fair.
And that is all.
Then
Oh, sorry.
there's a couple more things. There's the panels on the wall.
Oh, yeah.
So this is the mirror dungeon. This is where we can farm those route dungeons.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
And actually, if you go to it, it'll show you what routes we have unlocked and also show you what Digimon are present in those routes.
Yes.
So you know where to go if you want to get data for a particular Digimon.
Yeah, since this game requires farming a good number of things of the same Digimon, it helps to know where they all are, so it just introduces you to...
And this is network battle. You don't touch this. It's awful.
Yeah. That's multiplayer. We don't care about multiplayer.
Ah.
That's non-canon.
Okay. So we got a new friend. And, I got a hacking skill.
This is the other dungeon mechanic in the game. These are basically the ways you can interact with things around the game. You gain access to certain hacking skills based upon what ranks of Digimon are in your party, generally.
Yeah.
Around in certain areas, you'll see these little like telephone booths. Those are ways you can actually get into Eden and the Digilab.
Yeah. No.
Square if you're trying to pull up hacking skills.
Yeah. Yeah, so...
So you can see we have access to wall crack, which is the way we can get through firewalls. Function call, which increases the encounter rate. We don't have access to high security yet, but that reduces encounter rate. We can also copy and paste. This is just a sort of dungeon puzzle mechanic. And code scan, there will sometimes be essentially like locked chests and things like that. It's how to get good items, but requires decently high level Digimon to do it.
Yeah. Drop a save here real quick. Alright, time to go on an adventure. They already took my body. What else can they do?
Quite a bit, actually.
Crack the wall. We've already done that tutorial. Now to the next tutorial.
Also have line.
We do also have line.
Digiline.
Yeah, so you can reply to people. Your Digimon on the farm will constantly send you messages and ask you questions, and also request things from you.
Yeah, a lot of times there will be the questions they ask you will actually be like sort of quiz information, and if you get it right, it will improve their friendship with them.
Alright, got an avatar part.
Hooray.
It didn't even count as an attack, it just flicked a sheet at us. Did it for Pabumon. Let's go. Take care of this guy. Well, fine.
Have my puffball soak you in napalm. Does that prove my worth as a hacker?
No, you gotta kill the off-color muck.
You
know that off-color muck backwards is...
Did you know?
I'm out.
Haha, you've lost your body and nothing but data. You can't be out.
Damn it.
Your login has failed.
This really is like dot hack.
Yeah, now you're trapped in dot hack.
I mean, it could be worse. I could be stuck in SAO. Though, to be fair, if I was stuck in SAO, it wouldn't last long. I'm aware of my faults.
Is one of your faults running headfirst into combat like an idiot? You can't just let other people do the work for you.
Yep, so here's some more information about Digimon types and attributes. The three types are vaccine, virus, and data. There is also a free type, which just has no strengths or weaknesses.
Yeah. And then there's an elemental system.
Yeah, there are two different elemental chains, and then light and dark, which just oppose each other. And then there are things that are neutral element. The game helpfully changes the color of the reticle to indicate to you things that are strong or weak.
Nice.
Behold, the evil clan.
Whereas that's just a little skelly boy.
That's rock.
Rock.
Rock boy.
Yeah.
Oh, is a rock? Looked like a skeleton. Okay. Geodude before he lost the rest of his body.
It's not quite as obvious from this one, which is named Gatsumon, but a more advanced version of it is called Meteormon.
Ah. Really? That's a
Just do it.
button?
That's the start.
Yes, that's the start button.
No,
It
you're
takes you
full.
back to the main menu.
That's a choice.
Okay. Now that we've gotten the avatar parts, I think the guy at the middle area has left.
So are you not able to adjust your camera angle for this?
No, he's
No,
not.
No.
No.
Fixed camera. Guy is there. You don't have all the avatar parts.
Where did I miss one?
Remember in the first area where there's that whole little side area where there was a treasure chest that you just decided to ignore and run through the gate?
Ah, right.
Don't feel bad. It happens to literally everyone who plays this game.
You must fight this baby.
Oh no,
Baby
poison.
has poisoned you.
Yeah, babies will do that.
There we go. Oh, it's gonna be a thing.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I was checking to see if you could check Digivolution lines in game.
Nope.
Yeah, you have to go back to the Digi area. I think this just doesn't open up this time. It's a future
Nope.
thing. Right, because that's how you get to the second level. Actually, advancing in levels in Kowloon is treated as like a big deal.
It's storyline progression.
Alright, to the back. To the front, to the front. To the back, to the back. Do you remember what the auto battle button is, Bograt?
I'll select / options.
Got it.
Pretty sure. Might actually be start in the battle menu. It doesn't take you to the main menu from there. I'm pretty sure it's one of the two, start or select.
It's up, up, down, down, left, right, left, right. Still missing a piece.
Yeah.
No, you are not still missing a piece. That exit doesn't work. Arata broke it.
Okay. So I had to go back to the playground. Got it.
Uh-huh.
critical damage to tiny Napstabrook.
We're getting data and experience for running around in here, so that's worthwhile.
Yes. We'll have many new friends to create. Also, I don't want Koromon leaping at me mouth first.
You don't really have much other option.
Roll
Don't have legs.
Roll sideways.
He noms to move.
Ah, I've been lightly shoved. Destroy him. Did somebody lose a baby? Team. Check evolution stuff. Yeah, we got another 6 for Koromon here. We're not too far off from Agumon. We can, however, just digivolve into, I believe, that's Vmon? I think? I'm actually holding out for a couple more levels, though. He's level 6, and at level 7, we get to evolve him into this fun guy.
Steve Bloom?
Steve Bloom. Star of Stage and Screen. These are...
Well, that's straightforward.
Yeah, these are very easy Digivolutions.
Yeah, so there is Baby 1 and Baby 2. The two little, like, blob, like, true, just absolute blobs are Baby 1, whereas Koromon is technically a Baby 2. Has a little bit more definition.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, it's only, like, somewhere in the first 5 levels or so to get to from anywhere from Baby 1 to Baby 2. So we have 4 Digimon at this point. You can only have 3 in your active party, but you have up to 8 in reserve. They will still get a fraction of XP, and will still gain camaraderie for being in the party, as I recall. No, camaraderie is for being in the actual battle squad.
Front 3. Okay, yeah. But it does mean you could carry 8 in reserve and not have to, like, run back when you're doing your grinding. Alright. Still don't have all the avatar parts.
Could have sworn there were only 3. It's been a while since I did this section.
Somebody's missing an enter key. It's gonna bug me. No one's gonna be able to confirm stuff. Oh, there it is. Cross combo.
Cross combos.
So if two more allies are on the timeline, they basically can power up and do stuff. Basically fill your camaraderie and have a higher chance of doing combo attack stuff. It's not like a conscious thing you choose, it's just if they're beside each other in the timeline and they have high enough camaraderie and the dice rolls in your favor. We'll do a boost. There we go. I got my body back. Now we can leave.
Might be worth doing a couple extra fights just to get some more levels on things.
Yep.
Helpful icons to indicate if you have an increased or decreased encounter rate.
Yep.
無理しちゃダメだよ。行くぞみんな。
And yeah, based on the interface there, it looks like auto battle is options, which is start button.
Okay.
Hello, Richard Dang. How are you doing tonight?
Yep. Alright, I want to get Pabumon to 5, and then that'll be good enough. We can digivolve both him and Koromon. There we go. That is also the max level that they can get to.
So there are level caps based on rank. These, however, again, will increase based on basically digivolving and then de-digivolving, because there are sometimes digivolutions that you cannot reach the level for on your first time into that rank.
I am relatively unfamiliar with Digimon. Bograt and Krampus are more or less experts as much as one can be. Bograt has played this game all the way through, and I do not know about
Krampus and I
Krampus.
effectively played through it together all the way through.
Ah,
It was a joint playthrough on the PlayStation.
It's Guillemon.
Yep.
Steve Bloom.
You know, the digital apocalypse, the end of the world as we know it.
Take a number.
Yeah, who is it?
So here you can see that Guillemon here has inherited the skill of Vulcan Napalm. That was a Koromon skill, which he now also has, because he came from Koromon. At a certain point, there are a limited number of skills a given Digimon can have. So at a certain point, when you Digivolve, you'll be given or level and get a new skill. You'll be given the opportunity to choose which skills to keep.
Yeah. But they can have up to 20 skills, so it takes a while before you get there. And you need level 15. You're gonna be here for a while. Pabumon. You.
I have no particular preference. Fucking pick one.
Yep.
Ah, Digivolving into question mark, question mark, question mark.
Yes.
Yep, that's a thing.
That is Yokomon, which is a slightly less blob plant. Notably, Togemon evolves into the plant Digimon that we could have chosen as our starter.
That is not technically correct. Yokomon evolves into Birdramon. Or Birdmon.
Right. I was getting her mixed. Okay, yeah. Never mind.
It is very dumb because the one that's a flower turns into the bird.
Yeah,
One of the
right, that's the
Guillemon there.
Birdmon.
Yeah,
One of the other ones, I think it was the bottom one on that list, would have turned into that plant one we could have picked as a starter.
Yeah, I always
why
get
you
those
never,
confused.
which is why you never pick the plant as a starter. You can get it like 10 minutes later in the game.
Yeah.
And Poyamon,
Boyamon, we are absolutely.
you know what must happen.
Absolutely. It is time for the angels.
An eldritch horror
God.
beast.
God's wrath made manifest.
What
Second thing
the-
with giant mouth. That's okay, that thing evolves into one of the high angels.
Yeah.
Gaze upon the form of divinity.
Yeah, just go ahead and pop open Tokemon's Digivolution tree. So that's Patamon there at the top, which is what we'll be taking him into.
Yep. There's Hawkmon. I believe that's Armadillomon, but I'm not 100%.
Maybe. Silhouettes are hard to tell by.
Yeah. That is one of the ones from Season 4. See, this one's just a mouth, but it has little tiny stubby legs, which makes it okay.
It is slightly less blob.
Yeah, slightly less blob. Okay. Drop save.
Huh. 無事に戻ってこれたじゃないか。当然の帰結、推測通りの結果だが。しかし、よくよく現実離れした能力だ。 物理法則に律儀に従っているのは物質生命体としての本能的な恐怖によるものかな。本当に興味深い。
邪魔するよ、京ちゃん。
相変わらず物音一つ立てませんね、おじさん。
おっとすまん。またやっちまったか。
それとその呼び方もいい加減改めてもらえませんか？子供の頃の呼び名ですよ。人前ではさすがに気恥ずかしい。
京ちゃんこそいい加減諦めてくれないかい？俺にとっちゃ京ちゃんは京ちゃんだよ。いくつになっても美人の凄腕探偵になってもな。
それでいつからそこに？どこまで話を聞きました？
今来たところだが、なんかまずい。ああ、先客がいたのか。すまんすまん。依頼話の最中だったのかな。
いえ、この子は依頼人ではありますが、少し毛色の異なる存在でして。
おお、では何者だい？
紹介しておこう。こちらは又吉刑事。
Another detective.
父の代からの付き合いでね、旧知の仲だ。信頼もしている。電脳犯罪を専門に追う本庁好きのエリート部署。
He investigates the cool crime of cybercrime.
見かけによらずと思っただろう。ま、実際のところ見かけ通りのはみ出し者だ。でなきゃ探偵ってのはうさんくさい連中とつるんだりしないさ。おっと、出現出現。
それで何か事件ですか？依頼でしたらどうぞソファーにかけてお待ちを。今美味しいコーヒーを入れて。
いや、いい。今日は依頼じゃない。コーヒーはいいよ。エデン症候群の件で少し気になる噂を耳にしてね。京ちゃんも興味があるんじゃないかな。
聞かせていただきましょうか。
うんうん
この子なら大丈夫ですよ、おじさん。実はエデンに絡む特殊な関係者です。
He's a data ghost.
それにある種のスペシャリストになりうる素質があります。話を聞かせておくべきでしょう。
そうか。京ちゃんのお墨付きなら問題ない。話ってのはエデン症候群患者を隔離している例の特別病棟の噂だよ。おっと、未来の専門家さんにはエデン症候群の説明が必要かい？
お願いします。
エデン症候群ってのはエデンを利用中のユーザーが突然意識不明になり、そのまま目覚めなくなる気分。
Yeah, some players are getting stuck in the world. It's a thing. Don't worry about it.
年々患者数は増えているが、原因、治療法、症状、未だ多くが謎に包まれている。セントラル病院にはエデン症候群患者の専用病棟、特別病棟があって、そこが妙に情報統制が厳しくてな。患者の家族も立ち入れない秘密の隔離施設があると。上白のイメージダウンになるのを恐れて事実を隠蔽しているんじゃないかなんて噂もある。今回の件も噂の息を出ない類ではあるんだが、近くセントラル病院の背後が動き出しそうだ。
背後、上白エンタープライズですね。
ああ、セントラル病院は上白の息がかかっている。エデンネットワークの運営元である上白のな。発症患者の増加、症状の重篤化傾向、それらが明らかになりつつある今、上白が黙っているはずがない。普段の病院で人の出入りが激しくなっている。 特別病棟のセキュリティも強化されるらしい。これは何か。
ようやくですね。
ああ、や
やはりコーヒーを入れてきますよ。景気よく乾杯といきましょう。
おっと、そろそろ署に戻らないと。悪いが乾杯はまたの機会にしよう。じゃあまたな。君、京ちゃんの入れたコーヒーには気をつけろ。特に色と固形物にはな。俺はいつか京ちゃんのコーヒーを鑑識に回す日が来るんじゃない。
How do you make coffee with chunks
そ
in
れ
it?
じゃシャレになんねえよな。
There are several ways. None of them are good.
聞いての通りだ。エデン症候群絡みの生きた情報は手に入りにくい。背後で上城の統制が行き届いているからな。そしてこれからさらにセキュリティは厳しくなる。エデンで異変が起き、異常な状態の君が現れた。タイミングを同じくして上城も動くという。これは偶然か？いな、必然だ。この上なく明白な論理だ。推理するまでもない。私はこれからセントラル病院へ向かう。セキュリティ強化の前に可能な限り情報を引き出す。君もぜひ同行してくれたまえ。君の状態に関する情報も得られるかもしれない。求めよ、さらば与えられん。叩けよ、さらば開かれん。いや、君の場合、開けごまが適当か？
Oh no, an ellipses off.
2 ellipses. I wasn't prepared for this. Oh, an exclamation point. Throw her off.
By your manner of dress, I assume you are a mime, some sort of filthy Pierrot.
Oh, we've triple ellipses. No, she wins this round.
Indeed, her elevator manipulation is superior.
Looking around real quick. I don't remember if medals show up in the real world.
They do, but there aren't any here.
Good thing everything around here is.
Good thing everything around here is on the network. Just over here.
Don't mind me, I don't exist.
Actually, I think it's on the General War level. That's just General Eden. There are plenty of places where you have to go to, like, special connections. There we go. So yeah, you find these places here, and you just... connect to the information superhighway!
I wonder how many people you just scared the living shit out of.
That's fine.
無理しちゃダメだよ
It's fine, we give them digital amnesia.
How is that different than normal amnesia?
We put digital in front of it.
Fair enough. That thing has rows of teeth like a shark.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Divine Beast.
Nothing divine about that beast.
There are also inherent skills that Digimon get at later levels, including abilities that increase the amount of experience you get from fights. So once you start loading up a team with them...
That reply may as well have been, only if you get caught.
Yep. Wrong way. You get this Windows XP computer.
どうしてあなたがここは関係者以外立ち入り禁止のはずです。入り口は一つ、警備員が厳しくチェックしている。
You know what this means, right?
Having a poker battle?
No, she blew off the terms of the ellipses off. We win.
どうやって
Ah!
警備員に何かした？
She talked
一
first.
体何者なの？質問を質問で返さないでください。さあ、 ひょっとしてクレミ。そうですか。いえ、何でもありません。エデン症候群について調べに来たんですね。何か聞きたいことはありますか？質問があれば答えます。誤解しないでください。痛くもない腹を探られたくない。潔白を証明しておきたいだけです。私は
Okay.
上城に世話になっている人間ですから、少しくらいならあなたの疑問に答えられると思います。治った人がいたと聞いたことはありません。私が知っている人で最も長くて8年眠り続けています。でもきっと大丈夫です。いつかきっと目を覚まします。待つしかないんです、今は。
Wake up and see all the doodles I've made on his face over these 8 years.
見ての通りです。エデン症候群の患者は皆一様に昏睡状態になる。それ以外の症状は聞いたことありません。違った症状の人を知っているんですか？この患者ですか？最近運ばれてきた患
Yeah,
者です
Richard, I don't know how important
数日前には
that's
い
going
な
to
かっ
be
た。
for what we're going to be playing.
何
We're
か
definitely
気にな
not
る
going to be
点
doing
でも
any of the player versus player
Eh?
stuff. And I don't know how mandatory it is to do significant stat growth for
あ
endgame
なた
stuff.
に似てませんか？
If you're aiming for the
Hyotto
rare
shite,
Digimon, you can be
gokyōdai
doing the
toka.
stat dance for a while, but for a powerful team to take on just the story and side content, apart from some extra bosses in the game, it's not that hard.
そうですか。でも他人の空似にしては。それは誤解です。間違いです。上城もエデン症候群を治療したいんです。そのためにこうして特別治療室だって用意した。専門医たちが治療法をずっと研究し続けています。エデンのせいで誰かが不幸になるなんてあっちゃダメなんです。なんとかしなきゃいけないんです、私が。
Oh, I have no idea what a Royal Digimon is.
Oh yeah, if you want Royal Digimon on your team, you're talking about doing the ABI dance back and forth for a while. Not a huge while. Like I said, there are Digimon you can get that increase your experience gain, and the experience gain increase is dramatic.
こんにちは、警備員さん。お仕事お疲れ様。ああ、今日もいい男ね。リエさん、今日は来ないはずなのに。警備員さんのたくましい大胸筋。リエ、見てるだけでドキドキしてきちゃう。ああ、我慢できない。
岸辺様、仕事中ですので。
お堅いのね。
岸辺 D、 背後のお出ましか。上城の上役が何をしに来たのか気になるが、必要な情報は手に入れた。長いは無用、そこを出なさい。おっと、私の方にも来客だ。
Yeah, it's not actually that hard to get a bunch of stuff. Like when Krampus and I did our playthrough, that just for us to play, we had most of the Royal Knights. I think we had all of the 7 great demon lords. I don't remember if they're all in this or not, but we had all of them, at least all of them that are in here. Like, it's not really that hard. It can be time consuming, but that's about it.
Girl, what is with your hair?
リエさん、今日はどうしたんですか？入室予定者のリストにはなかったと思いますが。ちょっとねえ、大好きな優子ちゃんの顔が突然見たくなっちゃったんだな。私が一人でいるのが心配なんですか？なんかリエちゃんセンサーがビビビッときたのよ。また優子ちゃんが暗い顔してるんじゃないかなって。ほら辛いでしょ、いろいろ。別に強がっててもお姉さんには分かっちゃうんだな。ところで、こんなところで何してたのかな？
I hate her way of talking.
いえ、別に何も。ピクニック的な？はい。いえ、違います。ゆうこちゃん、なんか変じゃない？私たちの他に誰かいたりして、ひょっとして彼氏とか？そんなこと。それとも彼女さんかしら？ちょっと探してみたりして。あそこの部屋とかやらしいんじゃなくて、あやしい
It weirds me out that they do the animations like that.
観念して出ていらっしゃい、ゆうこちゃんずラバーさん。このリエお姉様がゆうこちゃんの保護者として責任を持って手取り足取り腰取り、大人の階段をホップステップジャンプ。なんだ、誰もいないじゃない。でもゆうこちゃん、別に構わないのよ。彼氏の一人や二人や3ダースくらい連れ込んでも。私なんてゆうこちゃんくらいの時にはうふふ。それじゃあ本命の彼の様子覗きに行こっか。私たちが揃って顔を見せたらきっと喜ぶんじゃないかな。はい。あの人どこ？
無理しちゃダメだよ。君がいてくれてよかった。行くぞみんな。
よく頑張ったね。
Alright, and we're back. No one suspects a thing.
Because they're blind.
Checking over here for goodies real quick.
Little do we know, most people can't actually see us.
Out of quick curiosity. Hey Shiv, have you been speaking at all?
I'm guessing not, but it's possible.
I'm wondering if he's accidentally muted.
自分の体を外から見る衝撃の大きさは想像に難くない。体外離脱現象の一種と考えれば解決法もありそうだが、君はエデン症候群の未知なる症状の発症者。イレギュラー、それが分かっただけでも成果はまずまずとしておこう。調査は焦ってはいけない。慌ててもいけない。急ぎすぎても急がせすぎてもいけない。ただひたすらに粘り強く、鉄頭鉄尾、堅固な黒金のごとき忍耐力で当たれ。父の言葉だ。さて本題だが、君はこれからどうするつもりかな。
Mostly grind.
元の体に戻りたくはないか。君の身に何が起きたのか、真相を知りたくはないか。では決まりだな。私の助手としてここで働きたまえ。依頼にはエデンや電脳犯罪に関連した事件も多い。仕事をこなしていくうちに手がかりもつかめるだろう。安心しなさい。君の素質は私が保証する。ついでに当面の衣食住もね。君の能力は電脳絡みの事件の調査にこれ以上のない適性を示している。期待しているよ。よし、契約成立だな。君はたった今から私の助手兼サイバースルースだ。うん。ソファーにかけて待っていたまえ。コーヒーを入れてこよう。我々の前途を祝して乾杯と行こうじゃないか。
Don't stick around, it's a trap!
海ぶどう粒あんコーヒー。私の自信作だ。
I'm pretty sure neither of those things belong in coffee.
味も方向もまた格別だぞ。では、電脳探偵誕生を祝して。
Drink it fast.
Yay, we got CSP, whatever the hell that is.
That is Cyber Sleuth points.
I was gonna say coffee survival points.
That
They
too.
contribute to our Cyber Sleuth rank, which is an actual important mechanic in this game.
Yes. Behold, a convenient board for all your side quests. Alright. However, that is probably a good place for us to save and call it for the night. And we are, in fact, just a baby cyber sleuth. thank you all for joining us on our Sound Goblin Digi Mondays. We'll be doing this going forward and getting to the end of Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. I promise you the Digivolutions only get more buck wild from here. Join us on Thursday. We'll be continuing our plundering of the tombs of various Necrons in Warhammer 40K Mechanicus. Join us on Sunday. We'll be continuing our playthrough of Super Robot Wars and getting to basically the end of a lot of storylines. Although we've got a ways to go before we beat that game. I think at least a few more sessions.
Yeah, probably 3 more, I think was what we were saying, 3 or 4.
Yep. And join us back here on Monday for more Cyber Sleuth as we take on cases, digivolve these monstrosities, and get closer to the promised land of baggy jeans, guns, and dogs.
And a few angels along the way.
And a few angels along the way. But those angels still wearing jeans. Anyway, until then, I've been Krampus.
I've been Bograt.
Shiva stepped away for a second.
I've been Hunter Green.
And I'm Vincent.
Alright, have a good one, everyone.